Yo, what up? It's your boy Trey back again, ready to play some more Outer Wilds 2. Trying to think where I left off at last. Oh, we just got the rift manipulation thing. So, just like to say thanks to anybody who joins along for the journey. Drop city like, subscribe, leave any comments. Thank you, I appreciate you. And don't forget the bell button, because if you don't, YouTube will let you know we posted anything. And let's do it.
When the lab coats say these rifts could destroy the entire galaxy, that doesn't include the main menu, right? Geography ain't my strong suit.
Wow. So I guess now that we know the rifts are hiding stuff, right? Hold on. They do this first. Now that we know the rift, alright, now I'm back. Alright, so now that we know that the rifts are hiding things, right? Does that mean that every rift we've gone to, we can go back and find something hidden in it?
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the minds are fully penetrated.
Give the word and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Where'd y'all come from? Just a random door.
Not friendly life form.
Arcadia, never to be outshone. Say, remember that time the Sovereign caught us comparing pitchball cards? He was so excited about you having that vintage foil of his favorite Sovereign slugger.
That was
Take a gander. Invasive element!
Ugh. Excuse me. I was seeing that from a good little distance.
Miranda would have been 17 today. I can scarce imagine her. My little son. Merely a woman grown. Will she recognize her father, I wonder? After all he has done to bring her back, will she gaze upon him with pride? Happiest of returns, Miranda. I trust this year to be the last one we share apart.
Evidence suggests this room, and all of the Borst loaf within, belong to the Sovereign.
So, hold on, that is weird. Did he just say He named his son Miranda. And then I thought he referred to them as a girl and a guy within the same sentence.
Disabling these automechs has reduced your chances of violent death, Commander. Odds of suffering a random coronary crisis have not decreased.
Oh, that's where I need to go. Wasn't there two guys in here that were?
Say, are we gonna unfold that rift now?
Gain what? Did I say Armageddon? Seven times 3. That damage sounds trash.
Potential combatants in the vicinity.
Where'd you just come from? Oh. I was about to say I just explored in here and he was not there. Those two guys, but I guess they came out the door. Oh, was this a ramp, I guess?
Incident?
Hostile.
Like the one with the Sovereign?
No. It seems we may have been intruded upon during the Consul's announcement. I heard it from one of Vailancourt's men. An outsider, apparently. Violent.
How ghastly. Well, Vailancourt no doubt has it in hand. Perhaps this will take some of his edge off and he'll let us alone after.
A hypothesis that does not hold much water, I fear.
Oh. Hmm. Next. I gotta go back to the asteroid after this. Oh, that's what he was.
Shouldn't we warn those soldiers not to stand
so close to our experiment. No greater teacher than experience.
Y'all ain't got nothing to worry about. Ain't nobody gonna take y'all out. That's the way I'm supposed to go.
Come on out, so we might talk this over.
All that sniveling is a little much, man. Just a bit.
These quarters are awful meticulous. Makes me wonder what Vailancourt might be hiding hereabouts.
I could have sworn, I feel like on the other game you can get drunk by drinking alcohol. I don't know, it's been a while. Serious component, okay.
You have been my family's wise counselor for more years than I have drawn breath, Emery. But that does not grant you the right to challenge my will.
Why, I challenge nothing. I simply offer guidance where I may. I've neither the wish nor the strength to usurp your authority.
I know you have designs on my rift research. What I cannot understand is what you intend to do with it. What exactly are you plotting?
Suspicion is unbecoming, Henry. And restoring Arcadia to resplendence is my sole aim, as it should be yours. Yet you remain intent to use the rift for the most tenuous of means.
You forget yourself, Consul. Pray, I do not forget all the loyal service you have given me, or you might lose more than just your standing in my affection.
I'll just head back to talk to that chick. I tell you, man, they leave so many different ways to get to everywhere on this game.
Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Vailancourt a long stay and mental refreshment, if he is not subjected to swift and fitting arbitration first. Matriarch's blessings on you. Let's not waste time then. I'll lead us to the restricted wing now. Once there, reopen the rift using the modulator, so we can begin searching for clues.
I was gonna say, did you have to protect you, or there wasn't any goons here last time? What I meant to do. Nope, not going that way yet.
This way. There's the sorry excuse of interstitial reconfigurating matter that claimed my arm. Let's open the hood, shall we? Rifts reconstitute matter in an imprecise manner, but use your imagination to conjure the original seed that could lead us to the evidence we need.
I don't know how long it's gonna stay like this.
You've discovered something? I knew it! I am absolved. And yet, I cannot possibly imagine what would have possessed him to deliberately endanger the Sovereign's life. It's unconscionable. I would characterize Vailancourt as many vile and unmentionable things, but a traitor? No. For all the time I've spent trying to unsnarl Valancourt's mercurial behavior, it seems there was yet more I did not know about him. Did you uncover anything else? I had heard rumors of the Sovereign's diminished popularity since the war began, but I scarcely trusted their veracity. That any subject should commit such an abominable offense against the Matriarch's own blood? It is nigh impossible to fathom. I think I'm beginning to understand exactly what happened here. How did this go unnoticed during final checks? This is surely why the rift destabilized on us. You've provided more evidence than I could have hoped for. Thank you. Vailancourt must have sought to curry favor with the Consul by eliminating the Sovereign and making space for the Consul to step into power. He sabotaged the machine, hoping the rift would perform his dirty work for him, and left me to suffer the repercussions. Our dear head of security has much to answer for. We need to go and confront Vailancourt, now. Absolutely not. I want to see that villain's face when his crime is finally exposed. And as a scientist, I am aware of the value of being adaptable. I bent to accommodate your presence, now you can bend to accommodate mine. Such assertiveness. I might even heed that advice, if I did not already have a plan of my own. I'm no longer willing to wait for the arc of justice to bend in my favor. Vailancourt needs to die for what he's done. If I distract him, can I count on you to do the rest? The kind that buys you time to do what you need to. If we can find a way to isolate Vailancourt from his forces, he will be much easier to deal with. He wouldn't dare. I've devoted more hours to studying rifts than almost anyone living. And since the Order abandoned us, the Protectorate does not have minds like mine to spare. Trust me, I know Vailancourt. This will work. I very much doubt the microbes in your stomach have the insight you presume.
Really?
But I can tell you're not going to accept no for an answer. I'll remain here. Vailancourt is unlikely to provide conversation before slipping you a bullet, so I recommend slipping him one first. Be ready to fight and give him no quarter. When it's done, return to me. Erstwhile, I will be doing my ample best not to chew through my nail beds.
Ooh, I convinced you to not go commit suicide. I had a level 7 science, I can see that. I actually expected to see her arm floating in here. No, no arm. Oh, it just instantly goes into a fight. That's cool. I have no idea where he is. He's above me or something. He's actually probably right next to me. That's not just, I ran out of ammo. I mean, not ammo. Hold on. When did we level up? It must have just happened. There's no way I can not while we're in a fight.
Is concerned for the commander's well-being. Dispensing.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Hey, got a distraction for you. I'm at.
Bye. Oh, he's still alive. What? Oh, don't be weird, game. See, what is?
Could have sworn it.
I was like, what's locking onto me? Is there any more rifts here? Oh, this would have been helpful, like at that fight or something. It's whatever. I got points for it now. Are there any more rifts in here? Yeah, I'm happy she stayed her butt out of it, because there was no way she was going to survive that fight. Okay, so everything's locked.
Thus always to traitors. Morale will certainly improve in the lab now, I should think, provided Valancourt's replacement is not also an absolute pilgarlic. I had prepared this trauma kit, but obviously that turned out to be an unnecessary precaution. Please, take it with my gratitude. I'm not sure murdering the head of security at a highly valued research facility makes the argument you think it does, but noted. Have no fear. No evidence of our little collaboration will survive. I'll see to it.
There's a person up there? Oh, you know what it is? It's probably a sprat. Maybe? I never figured out what hacking that did. That's the only thing I don't like is that it when you go back to certain levels and stuff, they lock stuff down.
Now that you have the rift modulator, any previously inaccessible rifts could be worth revisiting. Rifts may contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of reconstitution, some creative problem solving may be required in reaching them.
Does this planet have any rifts? Oh, we gotta get outside the base first. This planet really only had 2 rifts? Huh. Yeah, there was 2 of them here. That's right. Really? Well, dang. I think that was supposed to I think that was how I was supposed to get to that tower. But I figured out I figured out another way to get to it, so that's
Commander, can we talk?
where you at? I hear you. I heard you. See now. Oh. What the crap? You was nuts. Maybe you
I've
was.
been thinking on the fact that so many of my slack-witted brethren believe it reasonable that I've been marked for death. So much so that I've missed the obvious. Our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order.
Okay.
Yes, but he's not like most of the fools we've been contending with. You know, I really should have seen the flaw in recruiting suggestible slackwits to our cause. But Severin is different. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. Very well. Let's just say that he was forbidden to associate with me and leave it at that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. I should have been checking our comm devices, damn it. I know we have camps on Cloister and Praetor, but I'm not sure of the exact locations. I'd like to try to find one and clear it out so I can access one of our devices. Hopefully, it will bring me that much...
Really? You give me a mission when I'm about to leave this place? There's a bunch of creatures down there, I think.
Looks like a Dawn camp is up ahead. We should be able to find one of our devices there.
Look at it through herself into the rift by accident. Did we come out here? We didn't come out here. Oh. Oh, that was a bad idea. I didn't realize that everybody went down. I mean, I did know that everybody went down. I thought it was only one person, not two. Yay. I don't understand why what you call it went down the moment they appeared. Like, I'm talking about instantaneously. That was actually kind of annoying. I mean, instantly. Like, I hit the button and they appeared, and then one of them went down. Like, the robot went down. I was like, what the heck? That was annoying. And I would have ran, or at least backed up, if I had known. I thought it was only one person left, not two.
Looks like a dawn camp is up ahead. We should be able to find one of our devices there.
Not gonna make that mistake again. Still charging me. I'm stuck on something. Fine, you want to charge me? You charge that. How'd this go?
Who needs to die? Forever vigilant. Look sharp. It's a fight.
What the fuck? What? What just happened? Huh?
Standing by with life support.
Oh, you know what? The rift closed. Why can't I back up? Like I was stuck on something, but I really wasn't. They're just taking me from like Oh, I had to do a rift again for their bodies to reappear. Alright, we're done with that. Except for the one that's supposed to be right here.
Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me at a place that should be safe. It's on Cloister.
Where is oh, I can open this now. Where's Tristan? Rookie's reward. Up in the kitchen is usually where I see him. Oh, he's just standing right here.
Scum. That miserable scum. To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the sovereign. I shall not rest until the consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated. A protectorate led by the consul is no protectorate at all. They are the outcasts, not I. I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the sovereign, but I will need to deal with those who strayed. That it does. How long has this conspiracy been in motion without my realizing? The very thought makes my blood boil. I sincerely doubt this is the end of my thoughts related to the matter, but we've wasted enough time with my ruminating. Let us be off. Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the Vox Relay on Paradise Island. You asked before, and I did not mention it, but with Virgil's message, I now must warn you. Our greatest suspect in the Supreme Arbiter's... Very good. I hope we shall see him at your earliest convenience. I feel this shall most certainly set our investigation into motion.
Okay, cool. Well, I was actually planning on going there next, because that was the first place I fell into a freaking thing. It was the only place I fell into a void, actually. A rift, before I knew what a rift was. But it did warn you. But, you know, it's actually kind of funny.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once. I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented... I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future.
I was actually planning on coming here anyway, so... Don't need you here. I need him because he's got a mission. Was there a couple of rifts on this planet? There were a couple. I don't think enemies respawn on this game. Oh, that's right. There were two here. And this is before we had our double jump. Oh, I see. So I need to do this one first. Then this one. I can stand here and wait. A shrink ray. Okay, I thought there was more to it. Alright, what do I need to come here for him for? Was there only 2 roofs on this whole planet? Or 2 different sets of roofs? I feel like there was another set somewhere. Honestly, I thought the rift was going to be like a new form of fast travel or something. This is the boomerang. Yeah, I don't care. I just want to give it a try. There's nobody left here. That's cool.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristian nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
You don't look like a scientist.
I'm sure you've heard the rumors that our foodstuffs have been 2% less nutritious than in the past. We seek to rectify this most worrisome factoid.
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be mortifying.
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties after I apprehended you.
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot here speaks true.
What must you think of me, or my fellow Sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to Arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved Consul. But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will suffer the consequences head high. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks.
Probably gonna shoot him in the back.
That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation.
I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.
Crossing?
I shall make certain no other puppets of the console yet seek us. On your way.
Are you? Man, I feel like there's one. I could have sworn there was one more. There was also something else here I couldn't open. Ow. Alright, who you want me to go next? Damn. They stay adding a whole bunch of new stuff. I wonder if I could have started this now before I been to this point. I haven't got a new one of those boxes in a while. We haven't gotten one of those new. We haven't found one of those boxes in a while. Not since the second planet. Come on, there was a reason for us to come back here. Oh, I know why. What are you?
Run along now.
No.
Spent more than enough time entertaining.
How's that lone
wayward
subject
scraps.
of yours working out? Ran screaming back to the protector.
Not this place.
No, it's going a little too well, if I'm honest. I think the freedom of what we do here might have gone to her head. First taste of the freedom bought with her ill-gotten bits, now she can't stop. She's moved 22 crates of contraband in the last week.
22. That's more than I had in 3 months. She's making us both look bad.
Okay. It wasn't this one then. What was it? It was what was the place where they have the collector for those cards? Here? It wasn't here. Did I have sneaky? Ow.
Try this again, Rao. Auntie is bringing the free market to Arcadia. The free market is what allows anyone to choose their path in...
That's like the Vox station. Except for it's not blown up. The sorry, not station, the Vox relay. Which I guess in theory that probably would be bigger than the Vox relay, right?
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. In many cases, these security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
Dangerously what? Oh, dangerously curious. Okay. I knew I had accepted a few flaws. I've been doing that. It'd be interesting to that would probably suck now that I think about it. Do a playthrough where you accept every flaw. And I guess mostly stick to like the primary stuff. Interesting. Things are magically on when they're not supposed to be. And of course the logs are magically purged. That surely doesn't mean something's going on here.
Is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops. Lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
Oh, but of course there is.
My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor.
The robots are missing.
Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room.
It's probably like a perfect place to come, like, hide and live if you, if you're running. Especially if you can hack into, stuff, right? Shower? No, this is a stall.
The reactor activation circuits shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts.
Oh, you know it is.
Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
Sovereign's breath. Or breath of the sovereign silver. I've gotten more of these, but I guess I have to unlock those.
Emergency protocols ready.
Oh, you just decided to stand in my crosshairs.
That may be a clue as to the hidden room's location.
The hidden room's like right here. This is like the perfect spot to put it.
I cannot say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. Ah, I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar.
What did I say?
There. I'm certain of movement below. Gurger's
Passcode is limber. Now, let's try amulet. No, wingtip. Now, sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you? Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know. Well, I'm surprised too. This used to be second nature. Now I'm nothing.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction.
He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, you may be right. Whoever hired him must not have known about his addled mind. They were moving quickly, desperately.
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. That doesn't mean anything. An arbiter cannot trespass. And even if I could, I still act with the Protectorate's best interests in mind. Not out of some base self-interest. Were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected, and is thus not afforded such a luxury. I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously. Best to punish equally, and damn the no man's land between, even should it catch the occasional straggler. Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, I do at least see your point. It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Okada may live, and I hope we shan't regret it. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever cross again, you know what will occur.
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. My apologies for all the strife I caused over the years. And you, without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further. But let us see what we can... The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal. I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our heads for many years. An arbiter's gavel is judgment, and an arbiter's scalpel is analysis. Try entering that.
Hmm. He's not gonna like hearing that.
From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. It absolutely does not. I think you just have alternative luck. Well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at Central Control is less tumultuous. As for Okada, I'm not sure what to think. My decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified. But he was acting against the Protectorate, even if he didn't know it. How can I act as an arbiter of justice if I allow a traitor a reprieve? To me, there cannot be. That is, there isn't. That's not possible, and I cannot afford to think of it as such. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme Arbiter's true killer.
Oh, you already know who it is.
Circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much. Now let us return to the incognito and plan out our next steps.
Is that the Supreme Arbiter? Or is that the Sovereign? Right now I can do it from the floor. I thought the attack within a certain range. Oh, side quest, side quest. Where are you walking away if you want to
It would
debrief?
appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared. Excellent.
Praetor, the planet we just came from? Or is that the planet we had to go to? Have we not been here yet?
Let us make our way to Central Control forthwith.
Trying to think. Oh, hold on. Is this Central Control? Is that building that I tried to go to that they wouldn't let me in? I wonder if I had to have him with me the whole time.
Best turn around. Central Control's in... Wait. Arbiter Rao? What are you doing here? I've heard a great deal regarding your exploits within the Protectorate. And it is all that prevents me from summoning the Guard. I've strict orders to arrest you on sight.
I've no desire to slay you, but if you seek to prevent me from pursuing my duties, I will have no other choice.
Arbiter Rao did not report to the Consul's summons. Consequently, he is wanted for questioning. It is only our difference in rank that stays my hand from attempting arrest. Very well. I shall not sound the alarm. But you are still not permitted to enter this facility either through this entry or any side route. I shall be watching.
Commander, let us speak privately on our next course of action. I did not care for that exchange at all. The idea that the Consul would stymie me individually is rather disturbing. Regardless, we do have alternate means of ingress. I seem to recall a number of creatures bypassing the left fence through some upper path we were never able to find. There's also the prisoner entrance on the right. If you're sufficiently dexterous, you may be able to bypass the safeguards to get us in.
I'll take the left path. Y'all couldn't find that, y'all blind. We're just gonna end up killing everybody anyways, because sneaking on this game is hard. Or not hard.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating in efficiency at all times.
Who's that?
Smells like paint and agitated dust. Renovations, I surmise.
Hostile not.
I might as well just do it already and just fight. There is no way I'm sneaking through this place. There's a guard everywhere.
Readying assault protocols.
Now what's this? Could have sworn it. Ah, well.
I'm actually surprised I've snuck this far in without getting spotted. I love it because they want to come in the room, they have to open the door.
Villains abound. Be on guard.
Going to. I am really surprised that I'm sneaking this much.
The old quarters are... they have all been removed. I hardly recognize this place.
Set progress.
That elevator over there goes to the Supreme Arbiter's old office. I hope the technicians have kept it in working order.
I'm actually surprised I've been able to sneak as much as I have. Gone in a whole bunch of circles.
I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I can find my way in.
I don't know how I just did that.
The terminal's locked, which is no surprise. See if you can find some method. Method to bypass its passcode. Did you hear that? I think something may have unlocked. I think this may unlock the terminal, but the toggle mechanism appears compromised. I shall hold it. You attempt to gain access to the machine. You must...
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving this message, and thus I can assume you already know my intent. Even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like sticking my hand in boiling oil. Yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10 scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control? No. We fled like sprats, all at Varric's behest. I shall lower myself to work with you, Consul. I will help you uphold your plan to... Hold... What in blazes? How long have you been standing there? What did you hear? Even can get my dead... No, hold it.
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot. Actually, it wasn't. Perhaps at first, until I discerned her true intentions. My mentor hated the Consul and was deeply devoted to the Sovereign. She'd never speak thus, unless she was trying to lure the Consul into a trap.
Error. Arbiter's logic is circuitous and flawed. Mental health assessment recommended.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious to me that this was merely an intricate play. It's all that makes sense. It's not obvious to me. You didn't know her. Wait, do you hear that?
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to the Protectorate's justice for your manifold transgressions.
Are you insane? Who are you? And on whose authority do you claim to judge me?
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
It's logical. The Sentinels have all but taken over central control. It stands to reason the few Arbiters still trained here would only be Sentinels in armored regalia.
I cannot deny that central control has changed, but... what am I saying? I need not defend myself from the likes of you.
Enough. This has been an unpleasant day, and my patience is gone. Your accusations are baseless, and accosting a higher-ranked Arbiter is grounds for arbitration.
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims, and of hampering the Protectorate war effort. There's no discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see firsthand that Arbiter Rao had abandoned his station. He has, and must meet my judgment.
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken. At Oculus, and again at the Vox, you showed me that the law may be interpreted. Clemency can be granted where before it would be unthinkable. Here my sense of duty clamors to be answered. But as much as it surprises me to admit it, I think you're correct. To this recruit, I've diverged from the path of righteousness. Slaying her for sincerely trying to do what is right would be a farce of justice. I would not. But I know the reality of swaying an Arbiter from their chosen path. It's likely this situation may devolve into violence regardless.
What is is this insanity? I would never imagine an arbiter balking from their chosen course. I had hoped Arbiter Rao would come to his senses, but obviously to no avail. I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes against the Protectorate are all that matters.
He was simply doing his duty, just as you or I must every day. Killing him would have been wrong, even though attempting to arrest me was a criminal act.
That's even worse than I thought. You chose not to do your duty, and expect telling me so would soften my decision to judge you?
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice, and I have. Use your mind. Think about what I did, what you intend to do. Is this moral? Is this right? The reason I have deserted is to search for evidence leading to the true killer of the Supreme Arbiter. I know the concept of evidence is not broadly taught. The Supreme Arbiter taught me to seek out the facts of one who has committed a crime in order to better identify them, in order to avoid judging innocence. This, in turn, would allow me to do my duty more properly, and to improve society as a result. You see, I haven't deserted the Protectorate. I'm conducting my...
But by looking into her death, you go against High Command's official statement. You claim to know better than the Protectorate.
And if I am mistaken, I shall submit myself for judgment. But I have already found evidence to the contrary. All that stands between me and the true killer is you. You're no fool. I can see you understand my reasoning. All that you must decide now is if it is right to render judgment upon me. We don't know that for certain, but to an onlooker, without our knowledge, it could seem that way. And such presumed traitorousness would be very confusing.
Even the Supreme Arbiter has struggled with this? That doesn't seem possible. But I suppose there's no way to ask her now. I shall trust your words. Consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only rob the Protectorate of another of its servants.
It would appear we're in agreement. Neither of us shall raise a hand against the other. I'm pleased.
Disengaging weapon systems.
So, what course of action do we take now?
It's important for an arbiter to use their forebrain. Next time you encounter something as strange as a loyal arbiter diverging from the path of righteousness, investigate. You may find more questions than answers. But deciphering them and interpreting justice as best we can is how we might serve Arcadia.
Uphold justice in my way. I'll attempt to remember that, Arbiter Rao. Thank you.
Glory to the Protectorate, Junior Arbiter. Make me proud.
Yeah, you was about to get smack checked.
I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably. Robbing Arcadia of an enthusiastic recruit would have given me little joy. You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad. I assure you, I was once there. Any arbiter of note must build their character on a foundation of enthusiasm. All this excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Together, we can discover exactly what transpired. Agreed. I'm not sure of his whereabouts since last we encountered him. I'll send him a message. With luck, we'll hear from him before long.
Alright, so I got in here without killing anybody. Can I get out? So. Maybe that's why this was here. How do you see me through a wall? Alright, guy, I need you to turn and look another direction, something. I don't want to do, what I want to have to do. I don't think these things actually work. Not work?
Better go see. Out of a preponderance of caution. There! Found you.
I don't know what were the odds that I would have been able to sneak into this entire base without getting discovered, but I just did it. Trust me, they were on the verge of getting smacked several different times. And I could have smacked them. I chose not to. There's two ways to get into the base without setting stuff off. I can fast travel now. That's crazy to me. I was like the first. Hold on, nope. I want to go here. Oh, this might waste my time. It's probably going to waste my time.
That's right. If you're here to picket, we'd love to have you join our movement. Otherwise, I've got more important things to deal with. That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I
Just
can
want
see
to
the
say
overseer
I'm a
up in
big
our
fan
office.
of your work.
And we're definitely making her
get the
miserable.
exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days.
I don't know. I could have easily wiped them out. I didn't. Yeah. There he is.
My blood boils at the consul's gall. He will pay 1,000 times for this trick.
I'm trying to think. What else is there? I'm coming back here because there are so many rifts. A lot. Hold on, did I go into that rift too? I don't think I did. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is how you get across. Fall. Oh, that whole thing disappeared. All of it disappeared. I didn't know. Here. Something like good. There was only 3 rifts here? I feel like there was more than that. Ah, the loud noises on this area again.
Friendly approaching from the north. Hold fire.
Good. Oh shit, I ran into one of those mines and I didn't take any damage. Oh. Fingernail 2. Yay. Roller 2. Good God, man. Alright. Ooh, alright, cool.
Attention, freelancer. You are currently heading into no man's land. We strongly recommend you return.
Get in there. I see, through the fence, right? Stuck in here till it runs out. This is a charge gun. Coming at me. That's actually kind of funny, but I find that a little useless. It's funny. You can shrink them and then push them. Holy snaps. It just demolishes. Like one trigger pull is how much? Watch out. 6. Holy crap. Couldn't open this before, or I just didn't see it?
Back in business.
Attention, freelancer. You are currently heading into no man's land. We strongly recommend you return.
Weapon expended!
I'm assuming this is gonna be that doing the first one's gonna lead me to the next two. Oh, okay, I don't know why I wasn't going fast enough to make that jump, but okay. Here we go, there's the momentum I needed. Man, this stuff gobbles down into that one stuff. Oh, it's spinning. Heck. Oh. So weird. Hmm. No. No. Why did not just give me a minigun?
Let me handle this.
They're running away. What?
Fortifying enhanced weapons. Health benefits available at your request. Members'
It levels up as you use it. That sounds crazy. I don't think I've been here yet. But do you have the He does.
Commander, I have news. I finally heard back from Virgil. His message was suitably vague. I suspect he fears the Consul's eyes scanning his message, but I believe it to refer to the Arbiter training facility located on Paradise Island. Bringing our findings to Virgil, I only hope it dispels.
Silent as a tomb. I hope we aren't too late.
Killed everybody here.
If Virgil's not about, he's like to be in the training grounds depths. There's a lift that will take us lower, located behind a door next to those stairs.
Tristan! It's a relief to see a friendly face. Do come up.
Virgil! Oh, thank the architect I found you intact. We visited the Supreme Arbiter's office in Central Control and found something impossible.
Impossible? Why is it impossible? So that you may claim ignorance as to the truth of what you've uncovered? Fine. If you're still so thick-skulled, Tristan, then I can see I've no choice but to confess. Hold. Do you hear movement?
Attention, Arbiter Virgil Montag. Under the jurisdiction of the Consul, we stand to bring you low. Do not resist.
Damnation! I knew the Sentinels were looking for me, but I did not expect they would come to this place. We have no choice but to fight. I can operate our turrets from this location, but you must engage the Sentinels head-on to prevent our being overwhelmed. Go now!
Arbiter
Okay.
Montag, lay down your arms. Surrender and die.
those fools were but an expeditionary force. I've no doubt the bulk of their number remains on the surface. I shall take an alternate path to prepare a surprise for our would-be assailants. Then I shall flank them as you engage them.
Hold. You were beginning to say something before we were ambushed. I would care to hear it.
We cannot have this conversation until we are safe. Engage those on the surface and I shall join you. Go now.
Oh, he locked the door behind me, little mofo. I wish I didn't just destroy those turrets now.
Apologies. Emergency protocols unready.
Yeah, if they ran here, they'd get hammered, but they're not.
Emergency protocol syringes primed. As indicated. Providing a host of health benefits.
Oh, it's my dude.
You have my thanks and my hammer. Virgil, enough! Our being at odds with the Consul is one thing, but that was a small army! What have you done?
You already know whether you're willing to admit it or not. Do you sincerely have a need for me to spell it out before you'll face the truth? Very well then. Tristan, you stand before the murderer of the Supreme Arbiter.
I don't believe this. The Consul must have captured you and sent you to mental refreshment. It's the only...
Open your eyes, Rao. Those Sentinels were here with due cause. The elimination of a murderer. The Supreme Arbiter was planning to send a message in her final moments, pledging allegiance to the Consul. Who do you think bore witness to those final moments? I did what I thought was just.
No. You lied to me?
I had to. I knew that if you learned what had transpired, why I did what I did, it would destroy you.
Would it? Or were you just trying to save yourself from my wrath?
With the demands this war has made on us all, I've not seen our mentor for some time. My visit was meant to be a surprise. Unfortunately, it was. I overheard her decision to align herself with the Consul before she realized I was there. This admission, I had no choice but to act.
But there was a choice. Why didn't you come to me? Together we could have come up with something. some other course of action?
Because I didn't want you to know. I never wanted you to learn the truth because I feared you'd lose your faith. No. Sentinel Peralt's remarks were the first I'd heard of any secret room. I feared what you might learn there, so I scrambled to find an agent who might locate the room before you. I only had one contact who I knew may be able to do the job. Obviously, he did not succeed. I was pleased to learn that my decision did not result in his death, at the very least. That is news to me. A junior arbiter judging Tristan. I can't imagine you let that stand.
Killing one of Arcadia's future arbiters over a singular breach of rank would have been most tragic, but this is not the matter we're here to discuss.
How dare you? I would have rather done anything else. But the explicit reason that I had to act was out of my loyalty. The Supreme Arbiter did more than mentor us. She all but raised us as her own. There was not a step we took that she did not watch. A fact we know that she did not teach. And I killed her. As a traitor.
It doesn't matter how difficult it was. It was a criminal act. You're right. You're right. I can't let emotion get the better of me. This is not the first time we've encountered the paradoxical nature of Protectorate law. Each time we did, you convinced me to stay my hand, and I do not regret those I spared. Our prior conclusions inform my present feelings. I theoretically understand what Virgil did, for there was no proper decision he could make. But I cannot view this objectively. Virgil killed our mentor. It's madness. I cannot simply let that stand. Can I? You mistake my aim for one of vengeance. I still care deeply for Virgil. I do not blame him. But I must do what is just. Deciding on a borderline crime is a far cry from murdering a superior officer. The law is clear on this. It is explicitly illegal for an inferior to execute their superior. The issue must be accelerated to a higher authority. But is addressing traitorism not the utmost priority of any arbiter? Is not the betrayal of everything we stand for more significant than a breach of protocol? No. And even if there was, maybe this was right. We must think for ourselves if Arcadia is to survive.
What? That doesn't sound very protectorate.
Sworn brother. There's nothing menial about... No, forget it. I know not what to make of the Supreme Arbiter's betrayal. I'll have to ruminate on it for some time. But that aside, I forgive you, Virgil. You are spared.
I don't know what to say. I just wish there had been some other option. That's all well and good, but it shan't undo my actions, or bring anyone back. I must live with that. 1,000 words of thanks for meeting me here, Tristan. I know not what the future holds for us, but for the time being I must make myself scarce. Though, before I go, a parting gift. May Tristan make use of it better than I.
Go with the Sovereign's blessing, brother. And be careful. If you survive today only to be brought low by an agent of the Consul at a later point, I shall be most annoyed.
Go! I will join you shortly.
Commander, this has all been draining. I need time to process what we've learned today. What I've done. Later, I hope we might discuss it.
All right, guys. That is going to be it. I'd just like to say thanks to anybody joining us for the journey. Drop any likes, subscribe, leave any comments. Thank you. I appreciate you. And if you didn't, would you kindly go down to the bottom and drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And don't forget the bell button, because if you don't, YouTube won't let you know I posted anything. And I will see you guys later. I am a ghost.